African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 10th of December, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv direction inflicted defeat on formations of 3 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Liptsy and Volchansk in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 70 servicemen, a Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, and 3 122mm D-30 howitzers. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position, defeated the manpower and equipment of 2 mechanized airmobile brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, 2 territorial defense brigades and a National Guard brigade in the areas of the settlements of Andriivka, Redkadub, Kupiansk in the Kharkiv region, Novoigorovka in the Luhansk People's Republic, and Torskoy in the Donetsk People's Republic. They repelled 14 counterattacks by assault units of the Ukrainian armed forces. The enemy lost up to 530 servicemen, a tank, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 4 pickups, 2 155mm howitzers, a 152mm D-20 gun, a 122mm self-propelled artillery unit Gvozdika, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, and 2 105mm guns. An ammunition depot and 2 Enclaven electronic warfare stations were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Forces continue to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense, inflicting defeat on the formations of 2 mechanized, mountain assault and airborne assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces in the areas of the settlements of Kurakovo, Novomarkovo, Ostrovskogo, Anavka, and Uspanovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. They repelled 2 counterattacks by enemy assault groups. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 225 servicemen. The M113 armored personnel carrier was made in the USA and 3 cars. Units of the Center Group of Forces, as a result of active actions, liberated the settlement of Zelto of the Donetsk People's Republic. They inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, motorized infantry, assault brigades, and an assault battalion of the armed forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Dzержinsk, Sherbanovka, Dmitrov, Petrovka, and Pushkino of the Donetsk People's Republic. They repelled 8 counterattacks by armed formations of the armed forces of Ukraine. The enemy lost over 575 troops, a U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicle and M113 armored personnel carrier, 2 vehicles, a 152mm D-20 gun, and 3 122mm D-30 howitzers. Units of the East Force Group improved their position along the front line, defeated formations of the Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Konstantinopol, Velika Novosyolka, Neskutchnoy, and Vermevka of the Donetsk People's Republic. They repelled 4 counterattacks by enemy assault groups. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 160 servicemen, an HMMWV armored combat vehicle, and a U.S.-made 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery mount, 3 vehicles, 2 152mm Akatsiya self-propelled artillery mounts, a 122mm D-30 howitzer, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery mount, and an electronic warfare station. Units of the Dnipro Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Dniprovsk, Antonovka in the Kherson region, and the city of Kherson. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 25 servicemen, 2 vehicles, and a 152mm D-20 gun. Operational Tactical Aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the troop groups of the armed forces of the Russian Federation inflicted damage on concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 128 areas. 3 U.S.-made MRs, multiple launch rockets shot down by air defense systems, and 23 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 649 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 37,527 unmanned aerial vehicles, 586 anti-aircraft missile systems, 19,720 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,500 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 19,334 field artillery guns and mortars, 29,123 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.